Cozy Autumn Cottage. Are you the one that called earlier? Yes, we still have a few rooms available. I see that you brought your luggage in. Perfect. And I will have somebody come and gather that once we finish up here. Would you like a beverage? We have some wonderful calming tea. We have lavender chamomile, and then my personal favorite, a calm stomach tea. It doesn't make you sleepy, but it just kind of soothes from the stomach out. Just an overall pleasant, warm feeling. Okay, I'll get that for you. It'll be just a moment. Here we go. It's quite hot. I'll just put it over to the side to cool. It does have a wonderful taste. It's a little bit herbally, but the soothing sensation is well worth it. While that steeps, we'll just get you logged into our guest book. I'll be back in just a moment. And what's your first name? And your last name? And then, do you mind providing us with your address? We can send out coupons and notices of events or upcoming specials. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And is that in this state? Okay, perfect. And then the city. Do you have any plans while you're staying with us? Any activities or events you're going to attend? If you do plan on enjoying some time outdoors, I'd suggest taking a walk down one of the many paths or nature trails scattered throughout this enchanting forest. This would be a perfect way to settle in to your stay here at the Cozy Autumn Cottage. And of course, don't forget to stop and take time enjoying the sights. There are many streams, lakes, and rivers that flow through this grand and beautiful region. Just watch as the water dances along the creek bed before flowing off gently to finish its journey into a slow and lazy stream. Beauty can be found everywhere you look. Lie down in the cool grass, close your eyes, and breathe in the crisp autumn air. Embrace the sun's brilliant warmth as it shines down through the lush and colorful treetop canopy. There are many spots to sit and connect with autumn's beauty. Be sure and look closely at every scene of the forest, for it's brimming with wildlife. You never know when a deer will wander into a clearing in search of ripe berries to graze on. And of course, squirrels, rabbits, and birds are busy at this time of year too. So embrace and embark on your journey into this peaceful and reflective time of year. Well, whatever you decide to do, I hope you enjoy your stay with us, and I hope your time is relaxing. Let's go ahead and take a look at the cottages that we still have available. I'll go get that, and I'll be right back. looks like we have 5 cottages that are available for renting out. This first cottage is Autumn Dreams. These are all going to be pictures of the bedrooms because I feel like that's the place where you're probably going to fall asleep and relax. These are cottages that have full service. So you're going to have restrooms, a kitchen, fully stocked with utensils, cooking, baking pans. You just have to provide the food. We also have some dining options, which we'll go over later. This first one is just very beautiful. It's almost like you stepped into a dream. With the beautiful lace curtains and the quilt bed and a lot of the old wood furniture. A lot of these pieces are original and dated, and it just kind of helps you feel like you're in a simpler time where the world wasn't so chaotic. The lighting in here uses oil lamps. There are modern technologies in the house, but we tried to balance that with a more older version or style so that you could feel like you were at a home away from home. This is the outside of the cottage. You do have a wonderful view of the lake. There are some nature paths, so you'll leave our office and drive to the location, and then you can walk through the path to get to the house. And this time of year is absolutely breathtaking. You have all of the beautiful foliage, the yellows, orange, the golden colors, and then just a little bit of sprinkle of the green still in there. It's quite beautiful. You can just stay at that cottage and just look out over the beautiful scenery and just let your imagination take you to all the places. It's just a wonderful cottage to stay at if you do decide that this is the one you want. So our next one is this cozy cabin, and it does live up to its name. It's the most cozy, dreamy, wonderful, relaxing experience. The location is absolutely stunning. You're gonna love it if you choose this one. Not all of our cottages come with a fireplace, so that's what makes this one very unique in a choice. Again, it's just a beautiful time of year. And this window right next to that fireplace is the most wonderful view. You kind of set up a little bit high, so you kind of look down. It's just beautiful. And of course, everything in here is wood. You have the bed, which is really nice with it being in the fireplace. You have some cozy places to lay on the floor. And of course, this cabin does come with the full kitchen and a living room, dining room. This is the picture of the cabin. This one was taken when there was still a lot of green. You can visit our cozy cabin even in the spring, summer, or winter. But fall is our favorite time of year. So the lush greenery will then be replaced with just beautiful autumn colors. The third choice is Autumn's Dance. This one reminds me of the early 1800s, just with the simplicity of the room, the furniture, and the wallpaper that was used in here, along with the full-time furnace. It actually doesn't work, but we do have central air and heating for you. Got the lace curtains. The bed is very simple, but it's a very comfortable bed. And then of course we have the very simple furniture. So the very old styled 1800 style chair with the fall colors. You got a cozy rug on the floor. It does get a bit chilly, but we have plenty of additional blankets on hand if you want to kind of layer up and snuggle. And the reason why we call it Autumn's Dance is because if you look in that mirror right there, there's actually a grand piano that sits over to the side. So if you are musically inclined, it would just add to the beauty and tranquility of the time that you'll spend here. This one is again situated on a lake. You'll never see the other guests. It is big enough, and we've spread out the cottages enough to where we wanted you to have your privacy. So this part of the lake is set back into the woods a little bit. You could go fishing if you wanted to. You're that close. And the levels of that lake don't get too high, so you can actually see the fish swimming inside of there. Very, very relaxing. I love the location of this one the best. We have two more wonderful cottages to look at. This one is the Cozy Cottage. You'll find this one is a bit more modern, and we like to provide a lot of different varieties and options because I know that everyone has different tastes and styles, and we really wanted to reflect that in our design choices. So this cottage is no different in its beauty. There is a little bit of an older flair to it, just with the choice of bedspread and the beautiful carpet. Again, this is like a wood floor, so it can get a little bit chilly. The heat in this house works so well. And you have a beautiful view. When it's snowing outside, this is like the most beautiful view because it's a view that stretches and you can see it far into the distance. It's absolutely gorgeous, breathtaking. And we have the poster style bed, and that is made with an iron. We have a very beautiful cottage-like style fan up here. So if you do get a little stuffy in there, just turn that on and it'll help flow the air through the room. And this one doesn't have a view of the lake, but don't let that deter you if this is something that you like. The lake is located close by, so you can just walk down there. It's a short distance. And we do have gear here if you didn't bring fishing gear or other activities such as picnics. We can provide that to you so that you can enjoy your time here, relaxation and stress-free. But again, this is like almost like a log cabin. This was built back in the early 1900s, and we did remodel the entire inside. But since you are set up on the hill, you do have a beautiful view. And this is the 5th option we have available, but certainly not the least. This one is Mahogany's Tradition, and the reason why we called it that was because of this beautiful focal piece in the center of the room. It's made of mahogany wood. It's very durable, beautiful. It's got lush, beautiful colors, deep and rich. Again, wood floors, rugs. This bed sets up a little bit higher, so you have to like climb into it. But it's so cozy. It's one of our best mattresses, or at least I think. And you don't have a view of the lake, but we do have some mountains. And this one kind of gives you like a cottage feel, like you're on the edge of the world looking out. Again, if you prefer to have a lake view, one of the other cottages would suit you better, but this does give you a short walk to a very secluded pond if it's something you're interested in. Again, this picture was taken in one of the warmer seasons, so you're gonna have a lot more beautiful colors. Do you know which cottage you want to stay at? I know. They're all so beautiful. But you could pick one this time and then come back for a visit and choose a different one. That's an excellent choice. course, it's one of my favorites. They're all my favorites, but that one is really my favorite. Okay, let me go get that key, and I'll be right back. Got your room key. Just a few more things, and we'll get you whisked off to your cozy cottage. If for some reason you do decide that you would like to let us do all the cooking, I totally understand. I don't want to cook on my vacation either. So what we have is a dining schedule. So we have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And we have 3 different menus to choose from for each of the dining times. So we got breakfast. You have protein, carbs, and sweets. We like to break it up that way because we know that everybody has a different eating style. Maybe you're in a sweet mood that day, so we have menus for that. Perhaps you are more into protein, you're going to take a long walk, and you really need your strength and energy. Very simple breakfasts. Bacon and eggs, omelet, ham and eggs. That's for the proteins. And then the carbs, we have pancakes and eggs. So you get a little bit of protein in there too. Oatmeal and sausage. And we do have vegan choices for some of these meat options if that is what you want. Waffles and bacon, one of my favorite. And then we have some pumpkin pie waffles. Oh, they're just it puts you right in the fall mood. We have cinnamon buns and carrot cake pancakes. I had never heard of that until I started working here. Next, we have the lunch menu. We have starters. Sometimes I just want a little snack and I don't want to eat a big meal, especially if I'm going to go out on a hike. We have main dishes and then the desserts. For the starters, we have harvest squash soup. something warm and comforting. Autumn kale salad, crab cakes. The main dishes are oven roasted turkey, tofu, skillet stuffing. It's actually really good. And pumpkin ravioli. I definitely recommend giving that a try. For desserts, we have traditional pumpkin pie. I mean, it's a tradition, and this is autumn. Cinnamon buns, and just some plain carrot cake. Dinner, my favorite. Of course, we have starters, main dishes, and desserts again. We have, again, harvest squash soup, the autumn kale salad, and the crab cakes. For the main dishes, we have roasted turkey with herb butter, cranberry stuffing, if you like cranberries. Again, pumpkin ravioli. We have it on there twice because it's that nice. And then desserts, again, traditional pumpkin pie, cinnamon buns, and carrot cakes. So, those are always some options if you do not want to cook. If you do want to cook, but you don't want to deal with like the morning caffeine, we provide that for you. And we have a autumn drink cafe. It's small and our drink selections are small, but we don't like to provide too many options. It just leads to complications. So, this is our autumn special menu. For the drinks, we have a pumpkin spice latte, gingerbread latte, a peppermint mocha. It's not too pepperminty. It's really good. It's a nice delicate blend. Spiced cocoa, holiday cold brew, and then of course you have a little pastry with your hot coffee. We have snickerdoodle cookies. That smell is just intoxicating. Apple and granola muffins, classic pumpkin pie, walnut cranberry pie, and a cinnamon cheesecake. And of course, we do have just plain hot cocoa and plain coffee. And the last thing is just some information about our office. That way, if you need us, the office hours are from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. and that is every day of the week, Monday through Sunday. The dining times, if you want to partake in that, breakfast is 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. Lunch is 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. And then dinner is 4 to 7. And we do have a 2-hour break in between each of the dining times. Drinks and desserts are served 5 a.m. to 7 p.m. And payment is due at the time of checkout. I'm just going to place these in a folder for you. And that way, you have everything in one convenient spot. And this is yours to keep if you come across information packets or maps, you want to keep them all in here, either for keepsake or just keeping them in one area so it's easy to find. So there you go. And then of course we have your key. I'm gonna go get somebody for your bags and they'll carry them out for you. I'll be just a moment. Somebody will be right in to get those for you. If you want, you can have a seat in our comfy, cozy chair and then enjoy the rest of your tea. It was so nice to meet you.